cold. It is cold, baby. Well, it's what is it? Negative?
It's like negative. My truck said -6.
-6. It's not really good to be turning on the machinery, but we just had the building insulated. We've got our fiberglass all in place, and I don't like leaving it open to potential blowing snow. So the goal is to cover it up. So we're gonna get our vapor barrier installed. We're gonna run our top framing board, which we kind of have to do before we run the vapor barrier. And then I'll feel a lot better getting that vapor barrier secured so that none of that blowing snow can make its way into the insulation and cause any moisture issues. I think we're good so far. I don't see anything, and it just started snowing, of course. So it's really cold outside. Let's get to work, Greg. Luckily, this diesel scissor lift here, it's got a glow plug. We don't have any tank heaters. We don't have blankets, heaters on the batteries, a hydraulic tank heater. All we have is the glow plugs that most diesels are going to have. So I always like to turn the machine on, let it just sit there for, you know, a 30-second count, and then you cross your fingers, because at -6 degrees, you never know. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not feeling real good about this.
That's rough. How bad is that? I don't think she's gonna start today.
Oh. So sometimes you gotta cycle those glow plugs a few times. And if it doesn't go now, then we know we gotta do the next step. You got the battery charger? Might have to. The 3394 was not able to start right away without any further assistance. Luckily for our 260 MRT, I went with the cold weather package. The cold weather package is going to have glow plugs. It's going to have a battery blanket heater that you plug in. It's got a hydraulic tank heater and a block heater. So I go ahead and I plug that in. I've got it plugged in right now. And I'm just going to basically, I'm still going to do the same thing. Okay, we're just going to hold those glow plugs down.
Sounds close.
Sounds close. Why don't I hear something popping when I hit the glow plugs?
Yep. It clicked.
Didn't down there.
Oh. We hit the right button?
Yeah, there's only 2 buttons. The glow plug and the start.
Isn't there like an up and down?
Yeah, but I wouldn't hit that.
I mean, you never know.
Thank God for diesel and glow plugs. A little smoky around here. That 260 MRT has never done well in the cold, and it's always smoked like that. So we got one machine going. Now we got to try the skid loader. Why don't you hop in there, Greg? It's like an Oompa Loompa. Yeah, you got 400 layers on, bro. Now with the Kubota, there's no button to push, there's nothing. All you do is you're gonna turn the key halfway on. I don't know why I'm talking so loud. I got the hood on and whatever. But you're gonna basically turn the key on and the light is gonna turn off when it's ready to go. Cross your fingers. Let's go. She's alive. It took a little bit, but you gotta remember remember those cold diesel engines, they do not like to start. You got to get that compression and you got to have heat. So, yeah. All right, now I'm going to try the 3394 again, and I'm going to get up in the lift and make sure that my glow plugs were working on that one as well. All right, 3394 is not starting. It's definitely got probably a dead battery after trying to get it to go. Thankfully, we got the 260, we got the skid loader. We're just gonna let them run. Just let them run 20 minutes, whatever, and let them warm up the best they can. Greg hooked up the MRT 260. That's been warming up. We got that with a set of jumper cables into the battery on the 3394. Let's hope it starts. Got the 3394 started, and I don't recommend pushing your equipment in super cold conditions. And I know we're not in like Alaska, but it is -degree Fahrenheit. Yeah, maybe that was useful to somebody. All I know is I don't really like turning my machines on in super cold weather. I just feel like it maybe causes problems, or maybe you're gonna put you in a situation where you might have a problem. But as you can see, we've got the insulation up in the walls, and I really want to get it covered up so we don't get any blowing snow in there. So we're just gonna let that lift warm up while we're prepping and getting things ready, and then we'll get to town. Or we'll go to town. We're not there yet. We're making progress. The camera looks like it shut off. I don't know when it shut off, so I won't really know it until I review the footage, but you can see back behind me what we were trying to do. I was trying to get that top board up. That's basically defining our ceiling line around the perimeter, and if I kind of move you can definitely see the vault up here for the end wall. Now, I'm freezing. It's super cold. These Milwaukee gloves have been great, but not with sub-zero, literally -degrees. They're a little bit thin, but the problem is there's not another glove out there that I know of where you can really work. I mean, it's kind of like touch and go. So if you keep your core strength, you seem to stay warm in your fingers, but you start working with fasteners and you start working with the tools, and it seems like your fingers will get cold. It's winter. What do you expect? Northern Illinois. You never know what the weather's going to be like next week. Doesn't look any better. They're saying -42 with the wind chill. Hopefully that doesn't happen, especially because they're calling about 8 inches of snow before the temperatures drop. So, all right, I'm going to get back to it. I just had to move my lift. This wall done. We're going to start 20-foot plastic here because that back wall is taller than 16 with the peak. So this is just 16-foot plastic. I didn't want a ton of waste down here. If you guys can't tell, the moral of this story is that during the winter time, don't expect to get a lot done in Northern Illinois, because the expectation doesn't always come true, because Mother Nature is one of those things you can't control. Now, you can get crabby about it, you can get angry, you can get mad, but in the end, it doesn't matter because you can't change it. You can't control it. You can control if you make a mistake. You can control if something breaks, right? I mean, you can do things about that. weather, you can't do anything about it. Another day, we got a couple walls of vapor barrier up, some framing done, spent a couple hours working on just getting the machinery started, just to spend an hour or two doing a little bit of work. But it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed whatever that just was. I know my hands cold, and it's time for us to go home. Thank goodness this trailer's got a heater in it and it's insulated. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Hopefully you guys keep tuning in. I promise you we got some great projects coming once we get through this miserable winter we're having. But thanks a lot. See you later. We're getting some snot sickles.
How did snot sickle? I mean, unless your nose is legitimately running.
No, I think it's just the condensation.
Yeah, the condensation.
Oh, it's gonna pull my beard whisker off. I feel like I should have those gone before I do my video.